Hello and welcome everybody to this best of 3 between Rogue in the bottom right and Solar in the top left here from the RSL. And look at that 9 pool coming in here from Solar. Interesting. I haven't seen too many ZVZs yet in this new patch, and yeah, this is very interesting. Super aggressive here from Solar, wants to get those links as fast as possible. That means there's not gonna be any tech burn behind this. You could go into a hatchery eventually, but I don't expect to see a gas with this one. Could try to do that though, but I feel like you kind of want to get the gas before that. And on the other side, Rogue is making drones happily right now, so he might fall into the trap if he takes a fast hatchery. Probably gonna die, but there's a gas, okay. It's interesting. He still goes up into drones, but he's not really moving out. He's actually gonna move to take a pool. Now this should be a pretty good advantage for Rogue. And the issue is, if he actually goes for speed with this quick gas, like, it sounds so stupid, but I've seen enough of this matchup. Like the speedling expand player is gonna, or the fast speedling player is gonna break the fast circling player, because speedlings are just so much better, and he has the additional drones. Now he's basically banking on this travel time from these links to be enough so he can get out his own links. He sees them now, he knows, alright, yeah, we just make zerglings now at home, we're gonna be fine. But maybe this timing just works out for Solar here. I think Rogue should be fine though. He has the hatchery, and if Solar doesn't instantly go up and tries to commit into the main base, when he sees the hatchery, it's kind of late, so it's like, wait, what? You probably have a pool, right? So maybe that's him being afraid of trying to commit into the base. Now he sees the drones come down. He's actually fighting drones and links here. You need to be careful, you don't really want to lose any drones, so you might want to send back the herd ones actually going to do so, but he also has a few herd ones still inside his group here. And he is going for speed. He's not going for a queen, interestingly enough here. He is keeping most of these drones alive. He's going to lose a bunch of them right now though. 4 drones falling here. That's quite a lot of damage. 5 drones going down here, so Solar takes the worker lead. It's only 2, but he is still 3 in the making. Can he get 1 more drone? That would be kind of huge though. Seems like it's gonna be safe for now. But he's going across the map, and I mean, Solar gets a good scout and he sees that there's no drones, so he should make nothing but links right now. He should just make a bunch of links. This is one of those moments where you make a spine crawler. I think he's actually making a drone. I'm not sure about this. He sees these links, right? Doesn't? Yeah, he saw them with the overlord, so he sees what's going on. He knows there has been the gas mined. Speedling's getting into the main. Not really doing too much. He's potentially gonna snatch a drone here, but there's the speedlings coming from the bottom side. He's gonna go up into the main base, but he doesn't want to fight with the spine crawler on the way, and the queen's being protected by the drones. So he's gonna hit the base, and then he's gonna commit into the army. As soon as Solar comes down the round to try to defend that, is that a mistake by Solar? Trying to defend the natural base. His own links come in, and finally his breakthrough. Rogue is gonna take the first map here of this best of 3 set. That's kind of crazy, yeah? Very interesting mix, I don't know, mix-up of builds. Misch, as we say in Germany, it's the Misch. RSL. Necropolis is gonna be the next map here. And Rogue's up 1-0. Quite a brilliant approach to that first map. Second map here. And the bottom right, we do have the man upper map. And in the top left, we do have Solar down a map here. Okay, so this time, no 9 pools. That's good to see. So we at least gotta get that speedling expand. If not, even something better behind that. Maybe hatcheries first. It's a little bit, feels like it's pretty risky though to go hatchery first, especially after that opening we just saw from Solar, a 9 pool going like 1 drone and then go for it. I think if you just go hatchery first, you might just die. Rogue had a 14 or 15 pool or something, maybe 16 pool. He almost still died to that. He lost 5 drones in the end. So it is very tricky, and I don't think he microed that all that badly. He just had to fight so long with the probes. Oh, sorry, drones, because he just didn't have enough ling production up yet. Yeah, Solar just had so many links coming across the map. Very, very powerful stuff here. Now we are gonna see a pool first here from Rogue, and a hatchery first from Solar, but the pool is not that aggressive. It was actually quite late, I think, on 14, 15, 16, somewhere around that number, might have been on 16. But yeah, that means he's just gonna go into the hatchery, I think. But that's gonna be a little bit later than the one from Solar, so Solar has a little bit of an edge here, and there should not really be any timing window that can be exploited for Rogue. He also does not have any gas taken yet. Actually, Solar going into a gas might mean that his drone advantage is not really gonna compound that much into a mineral advantage. It's gonna be a little bit fast attack, but we already see Rogue kind of going into the same direction. I don't even think that this is much of a difference. It's like one drone. It's literally one toe up in the race here right now for Solar. I mean, there's not much you can do with that faster pool. He gets a faster queen, I guess, so his production is gonna probably be okay-ish. I wonder actually if this is like a better build, because you get the queen out fast, but then you get the double queen. It's very funny how all this works out, but yeah. Well, it's gonna have a faster double queen, but not by much, honestly. I think that actually that inject might be worth it. Someone probably can do the math, I can't. But it looks pretty strong, honestly, like this build that Rogue is doing. And it gives you just access to potentially making things earlier if you need to do that. Still a considerably fast natural base, and well, queen number 2 and 3 are not that far off. You're gonna have one queen up eventually, and he actually goes into a lair. Is this gonna be scouted? That would be a huge scout. So Solar does not try to commit up the ramp. There's a queen and the 2 links blocking that entrance. He needs to kind of finish this link off before it can get into the main base and scout that this lair started on 3 minutes here. On what, 25 drones or something. That's a crazy, crazy fast lair. Like, you can't even support a second gas really on that drone count. He's just doing it right now, but this is so deep. Like, he's going up above 30 drones at this point. His lair is gonna be faster than the second base full saturation. What is he gonna do with that? Are we gonna see a spire? It seems like this lair is gonna be so fast that there's not even gonna be enough money for a spire. So he throws down a roach warrior right now. Let's see the lair finish. Yeah, look at that, 150. 170, now he makes something. There's the spire. Oh wait, the spire is cheaper now, right? It's 150, 150. I'm still like 200, 200. And there's the scout, oh my god. That is the perfect scout. He sees everything. He even sees the roach runner, I think. That's really, really good here. That's gonna be cancelled and actually gonna be made an evil chamber. So a little bit of trickiness here. Is he gonna see that? He might. He might just glimpse at that. It's very difficult if you don't click on it. Again, like you're just like, why is this so slow? So there's gonna be a carapace upgrade here coming in for Solar. It's gonna be very nice in Ling vs Ling Wars. Also, if it comes down to Roach against Ling, that might actually be what triggered him to go into the carapace, because the Roach Warren was in the making. He sees it's swapped, and he sees there's an upgrade. There's so many things going on right now in this game here. It's so crazy. We do see a lair here from Solar as well right now on the way. There's a bunch of overloads spread out here, and he's accumulating some links. Now he's gonna have the carapace eventually. That's gonna be good against mutas, because that's gonna shave off a lot of that damage that is usually bouncing through the army. It's gonna be reduced by 3 damage, so that's a lot of additional damage reduction here. Mutas are gonna be quite a lot weaker. Nice snipe on this drone. He's gonna get pretty good assassination here by Solar. Gonna keep Rogue on 2 bases for a little bit longer, and we do see the first few mutas, but it's so tricky. So he sold Solar into believing that Rogue would go into like a roach attack. Now he makes like 3 mutas and shows them, and he makes more behind, right? He has 5, but he doesn't really show them all. He's like, I've only made 3 to clear out the overlords, and then we're gonna go into a +1 roach there. So that carapace is actually quite popular. It's funny that the carapace against no carapace. There was an upgrade for Rogue, but that apparently got cancelled earlier because it kind of just restarted. Ooh, that was a sharp dart. The mutas are chasing Lynx right now. Funny sight. And actually, Lynx coming here for Rogue. Can he get something done with this? He gets into the main base. Would be huge here. He's trying to commit to the Queen, but the Queen has 1 additional carapace upgrade. It's on 2 armor. That's a lot of damage reduction. Oh my god, 6 HP. It survives. That was quite the failure. Now, Solar going into Hive. He's up a base. He knows what his opponent is doing. Massing mutas right now. He has an infestation pay. Why not go Hydra Infester first? Get like a few roaches in front, like Roach Hydra or something. I don't know. Roach Hydra Infester, or maybe he wants to get Vipers. That could be an option. Even the Vipers are not that great against mutas. If mutas can just hit them out, because the Vipers, I don't think, kill them with those parasitic bombs. And whenever they survive, they'll of course be able to regen. That's a lot of queens. And now we do actually see a big swell of roaches. And it seems like Solar, like, kind of misread the game a little bit. He was so into anti-muta, going into a high frame, and he never made that roach warren actually. He's gonna try to surround these roaches. He still has some good math, because there's no +1 on these roaches. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? It's gonna be carapace on the Lynx. Ultralisks Kevin? 2-2? +2 melee? He needs to hold this attack, can he? He's putting so much money into the future, like an infester, yeah. Could be great, but there's actually no Lynx. Already got a fungal the mutas? Okay, that makes sense. But then, what? What do you have to stand up to those roaches? Not much, do you? Gonna kill that spawn here out fungal? Hit some roaches, that doesn't really do too much. And get on top of the roaches. Well, these Lynx, if they have... I guess they do have +1. They were up 2 attack upgrades already. They would perform way better. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. Now this is gonna be a very close fight. If you can snipe all of these queens, then suddenly that muta flock, which has been shrinking because it is fighting as well, can just drain Supreme. There's gonna be another Infester who also does do some damage. Don't forget about that. He has his Snot attack now, 4 damage. Every 1.6 seconds. Take a booger out of his nose and gonna throw it at the army. We might see that in action here in a moment. Yeah, so far, like, I can't believe this. What is there? There's like a couple of Ultras in production, but they're not gonna have kindness plating, so they're actually not that great. It's a ranged unit, so the roaches are gonna be fine. And the mutas, of course, don't care about an Ultralisk. They can just shoot at drones. We might even need an +2 melee upgrade here. There's the first Ultra though, quite stacked here. That is gonna be good for the cleave attack. Can he make this happen? There's the snowball. Okay. Does get a fungal off. It doesn't really do the damage. Lynx did stream here as well. Of course, Lynx are not gonna do well against Ultralisks, but I guess if you just have enough units, it doesn't matter. GG is gonna be called and Rogue. Let's take this series. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you had a good one. See you in the next one. Make sure to sub, comment, and like all of those things. Peace.